go. All right, I'm going to take this thing live.
Okay.
All right, we are live. Welcome to Trackside with Tom. We're here on, what is today, December 15th. It's 10 days until Christmas. And it is looking very Christmassy outside today. I know that I was looking around some of the webcams in Wisconsin, northern Iowa, western Iowa. There's a lot of snow out there today for sure.
Yeah, everywhere except here.
Exactly. And my esteemed co-host, Mr. Sam Bolte, is with us today. Take a bow, hello. Sam. Say hello to everyone.
Oh, I'll just say hello. No bows today.
Well, can't tell anyway. Yeah,
exactly.
This is the equivalent of radio, so you can't really tell what anyone's doing.
Yeah.
And now that, pardon me, thinking about it, I'm going to share my screen here so that Sam can see what we're doing also. Now,
that would be nice.
we're going to visit some warmer weather today as well. So we have that to look forward to. As I see Jeff Rossi down there in the comments. Hello, everyone. Hello, Dave Nish. Now, hang on a second. I thought Storm Sky Rail Productions was Dave Nish's, or is that your business partner that runs the other one? For some reason, I thought those were the same thing, but maybe I'm confused. Dave, you'll have to give us a little bit of clarification there. But hello, Michael Richmond and Paul up in Stevens Point. We're going to check out your foot of snow up there today for sure.
Jeez.
And, yes. Twin Cities Railfan, I believe that's Josiah. I'm pretty sure he's one of our loggers and moderators here on the channel. So thanks for checking in. And Barry up in Butler Junction, of course. Always good to see you. So we are starting out in Griffith, Indiana, which also does not have any snow this morning, just like eastern Iowa. And the very first roll-by that I have here, and I'm really, really hoping that I got the right train. I saw this go by this morning, and I found this to be just fascinating. So, obviously, we've got a single EMD there on the head end.
EMD?
Yeah.
Which one are we looking at?
We're at 9.
The screen share isn't loading for me.
We're at 911 on the Griffith camera.
Have you played it yet?
It's going right now.
Okay, yeah. This Facebook Messenger stream.
Oh, it's just not cooperating.
Really sucks. At least for me, it never loads. Okay, yeah. Now we got a single tier 4 at the head end.
Right.
GE. Make that clear.
Yes, sorry. Did I say EMD? I'm sorry. Yes, single tier 4 GE.
Yes.
And then...
Okay, now it's kind of loading now. There we go. Okay.
All right. Well, that's good. So, this is an eastbound move from the Elsden, or the Madison sub, onto the South Bend sub. And as it rolls by here, one of the things I noticed is that there's 3 loads of aluminum ingots here in the middle of the train. So it's just not something that you see very often. But that was one thing that I saw rolling by. And then it does appear like a lot of these tanks seem to have snow on them. And I'm guessing that this is probably a train that came down out of Wisconsin.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, you see all the box cars, the loads of paper products and lumber products. But right here, we have the BC Rail Heritage Unit as a mid-train DPU.
Oh,
so
yeah.
that was another reason why
Nice.
I wanted to roll this one by. So yeah, we had some interesting loading on it. Obviously, we've got some signs of the weather that's going on right now, but that BC Rail, I totally missed if that was coming through last night. I just happened to be scrolling through and found it today.
Nice, that works.
Yeah, definitely. And these CN heritage units, they do seem to stay up in Canada quite a bit more often. We don't just see them all that often floating through the lower 48.
Yeah, especially the IC one, which is unfortunate.
Right.
But it does come down here, so you know.
That would be the one you would think that would make sense to actually run down here in the U.S., right? No, it just runs back and forth up in Canada. Let's see here. What else have we got? All right, so Dave is one of the owners of Stormy Sky Rail Productions, so I was right about that. But apparently so one of his partners has got that Storm Sky Rail Production handle on YouTube, so that's why I was confused. And the aluminum,
okay.
Yeah, the aluminum, there's definitely aluminum that goes to Alcoa, but they have a new name now. But yes, the plant over in Bettendorf that the BNSF switches. So definitely see loads of aluminum coming in and out of there as well.
Yeah.
Now
we should have if we go back to 705, we should have a good train.
705.
705 this morning. Or around 705, yeah, should be.
I wonder if you're thinking of the same one that I am. Oh, this is.
Well, we'll see. I don't know because this stream just doesn't want to work for me.
Huh. Well, we're gonna jump back.
It works fine on my phone, but I don't know. Whatever.
All right, so we got the gates coming down. We got another train. This is not 705. This is 733. But I didn't even see this one before. I just wanted to check out what it was.
Oh, that's fine.
Yeah.
Sure.
So yes.
And like probably a couple minutes we'll have a live train actually. So yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I've got
we have a train coming through.
Yeah, there's so we're looking at ATCS right now, and there is a eastbound move on the Madison sub on Main 1. They'll be coming through soon as well.
Yep.
All right, so what do we have here? I mean, nothing too terribly exciting. Certainly.
Oh, that's 337 right there. That's M337.
It is. Okay.
Yeah.
Well.
Yes.
Then
so
you've just seen the power for tomorrow's 337, or tonight's 337 in East Dubuque.
Yes, and tomorrow is actually 338. So yeah,
right.
You're kind of right. And that Jeep is probably going to Dubuque. Probably.
Yeah, that wide cab Jeep.
Yep.
So, as we roll this by, I'm going to go back a little bit further and find what I think that you and I were talking about was the same. We're going to jump back here to 703. Yes.
Yeah.
I found this to be interesting also. Because we're actually going to get two trains on camera here at the same time.
Yeah, I forgot that there was another one. I was just thinking about the local or whatever it was.
Right. So there's an eastbound move that, just like the last one we saw, it's going eastbound from the Madison sub onto the South Bend sub to head toward Ontario. And then as he rounds the corner and gets about half his train by, yeah, his leader was actually kind of boring. He's just got a brick there out in front.
Yeah, might as well be watching a UP cam at this point.
I know, right?
You know,
part of his flag is gone too. That's interesting.
Ugh. Sounds about right.
Yeah. So it is pardon me, an auto rack train. Empty auto rack train going back east to get reloaded, in all likelihood. And hey, you know that KCS auto rack over there? That's going to be a fallen flag here in about 6 months. Are you ready for that reality to sink in?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. I'm assuming this is from the UP. I'm assuming down in Salem, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That could be.
Yeah.
And now here comes our second train.
Oh, yes, there it is.
So this first one is crossing over, or not crossing over. He's taking the connection from main 2 on the Madison sub to main 2 on the South Bend sub. And now we have the IC 1034 and a repainted, I believe IC 1004 is that second one?
Yeah, that's one. Well, yeah, that's 04.
Right.
Yep. Oh, and we got that eastbound coming through right now.
Yeah. So, pair of IC units, the correct leader, of course, and then the repaint trailing. And
yes,
so this
correct
is,
leader. Yes.
yeah, I thought this was just kind of an interesting move to see. 2 trains going by same direction here at the same time. All right, we're gonna jump over to live, and we'll see what we've got.
Oh, whoa! Some coal cars, a couple coal cars, probably going.
Yeah,
who knows where.
Some wheel cars also.
Yeah, you'll never guess what's leading. It'll be crazy.
Let's see here.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my. Yes, our favorite CN leaders.
Those are the best M-2s though, so we'll give it that. Out of the lights up top. It shows there's a westbound line through. Do you see that?
Oh, yep, I do. He's actually on the approach circuit, too. We're going to see a westbound at some point here.
Probably the local, I think. It might be a local.
Hopefully this guy clears before the westbound shows up so we can see his head end as well. Otherwise, he's going to be blocked over there on main 2.
All right, are you at live right now?
Yeah. No, I'm like a minute behind.
Oh, okay.
I went back a minute to get the head end, and we're just gonna let this thing roll. We're just a slight bit behind real time. All right, so let's see here. Who else have we got on here? Hawkeye Railfan, that's Robert, I believe.
That is, yeah. Wait, okay, yeah, that's Robert.
Yeah. So hello, Robert. Yardmaster, hello to you. I don't know exactly who you are, but welcome. And
well, he's obviously a yardmaster.
Yes. Brett's here, Tyler's here. Mighty Lou, first time. Well, welcome to the program. Enjoy.
Yes, welcome.
And then Taylor Kennedy, welcome to the program as well. Places in Wisconsin that I'm thinking of putting up cameras. Well, yes, there are some more leads that I have in Wisconsin. I don't have anything that's particularly concrete at this point that I'm going to share, but I'm definitely interested in more locations in Wisconsin. You know, one of the things that has, I don't know if it's a source of amusement or not, but what when I think about what I'm trying to do here and the webcams that I'm putting up, what I realize is that I'm based out of Eastern Iowa. And that I really want to get out and see if I can just get every nook and cranny of about 4 states. You know, if I could get Wisconsin, Minnesota, most of Illinois, and basically anywhere that could possibly host a camera in Iowa, that I would consider that a huge accomplishment. And I think that,
yes,
you know, to begin with, that's certainly the goal anyway. And, excuse me, I'm definitely interested in and looking for locations in all of that kind of nearby geographical area, for sure. Oh, Mark out of Butler, Wisconsin. Yes, we have Mark and Barry, both from Butler, Wisconsin. So thanks for tuning in, guys. Appreciate it. So what have we got here?
Still has not gone by yet. I'm watching here.
Right. Well, there's the rear of our eastbound, and the westbound should be showing up. Basically, I mean, who knows how... They do seem to kind of crawl along when they leave Kirk Yard at times. So
I don't think this came out of Kirk. I'm pretty sure this came out of Well, actually, I don't know. I didn't see it coming out of Kirk. Maybe it did. I'm pretty sure this is a local.
It's coming off of the Madison sub. That's, the majority of the traffic that comes that way is out of Kirk Yard.
Yeah, but it may be coming up black, or is that a connection with the NS? I don't know how this works. Oh, it moved forward a block, so it is moving. It's pretty much like almost here.
Yeah, I don't see the gates going back down quite yet, but...
Oh, yeah, shoot to live, yeah.
Yeah,
oh,
we should have
them
any time soon here.
Yeah.
And then... Oh, we got Clayton. We caught Clayton on camera at Cedar Falls East 2 days ago. He was chasing the 571, and they ran west while we were live on the show, and I switched over there, and sure enough, there was Clayton jumping out of his car right next to the ice cream shop to be able to take a shot of the 571 going west.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh.
So, when I look at...
Oh.
What are you seeing? What are you seeing?
That just hit the Griffith EGNE thing, so it's like almost here. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Gate should be going down.
Yeah, the gates should be coming down any moment now then. And I do not see any gates coming down yet. But, oh, we got someone walking out. Look, they know that there's a train coming too.
Yeah.
We got some rail fans. Walking up onto the platform of the caboose to shoot the train that's coming by. He's unlocking that caboose. I wonder if that's actually... If one of those guys is actually John Watkin, is the curator of the tower there at Griffith. But either way, yes, thank you to our hosts in Griffith, Indiana for allowing us to have a webcam here. We definitely appreciate it. And, yeah, I'm looking at this ATCS map. The whole Madison sub actually terminates at Kirk Yard. Here comes the gates. They're coming down now. We're going to see a train any moment. It does look like a cold day here in Kirk as well. I know that it's been kind of nasty here in eastern Iowa as well. Yeah, he's walking over. He knows there's a train coming.
Maybe this is a manifest. I don't know.
Well, we are going to find out very, very soon.
Sounds like Death Star, or it sounds like 70s to me, so... No, maybe not. No?
Well, it's at
no, okay,
it's a 1037 and a 1005.
Yep.
And the 1012. And the 3138. And the 1035.
There we go.
And then 2 SD70 Aces, I believe.
M-2s.
M-2s, all right.
Yes.
So, yeah.
Close enough.
So, an impressive consist nonetheless.
Yes. Very similar to a lash up yesterday, but it was a Death Star leader instead.
Right. This time we had the repaint as the leader, or, as we like to say, the trail fail.
Yeah, the incorrect leader.
Yes.
It's still good. Still nice, or it's still 70, so.
Right. No, we're not really expecting the weather to get better until about, April at this point. Pretty much given up on it.
This is my favorite time of year. I don't know what you're thinking, but...
This is your favorite time of year? You out there making snow angels while you're chasing trains? Is that what it is?
Well, no, but I like the snow, personally.
Ah, all right.
Okay.
Well, that's fair. Well, what else do we have? I think that was an IC 2-bay hopper that just went by.
Oh?
Yeah. There's a Wisconsin Central, couple of them 2-bay hoppers. And a couple of open-top rock hoppers. What else have we got here? Some loads. It looks like a load of lumber that lost all of its wrapping, or it needed some wrapping anyway.
Yeah, sometimes there isn't even wrapping. I don't know how that really works, to be honest.
Well, it doesn't work when the lumber gets wet.
That's true. Yeah.
Some loads of plate steel. And, oh, there was an Iowa Interstate gone.
Yeah, I saw that.
That's fascinating.
Yeah. Our Interstate CN merger confirmed? Obviously.
No, I don't think so.
Oh, obviously. Let's start a rumor here. Mm.
Going rail fanning on Saturday. It's supposed to be kind of nice this weekend, but I think that there's something like 6 out of the next 8 days that it's expected to snow. All right.
Really?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Well, there
I think
was
it's supposed to be like really cold.
Yeah, and then by Christmas we're supposed to have highs in the single digits and overnight lows below 0. It's gonna be pretty nasty out by that time. So, as I look at this now, there is another train lined out of Kirk Yard coming toward Griffith, but I think we got some time before it shows up. Because
definitely. Yeah.
I think this one that just went by, he's lined up to cross over. So I think he might be making a meet over there at the Madison Connection. So maybe we'll have a couple more moves coming this way. But
yeah, or yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. So we'll come back to Griffith a little bit later. Right now, we are going to jump a little ways north up to Neenah, because this is our theme for the day is the CN cameras in Stevens Point and Neenah and Griffith. Pardon me. So we're going to jump over to Neenah quick and take a look at what is going on in the Neenah yard. So we are almost 200 miles north of Chicago, and there is quite a bit of snow on the ground.
Yes, there is.
And I believe, if we look here, there's that GTW switch engine, or one of them anyway. Looks like the 4918 working on the south end of the Neenah yard. And do you have any timestamps for this one, Sam?
I found an intermodal. What time is it again? It was sometime early this morning.
Okay. Well, while you're looking for that timestamp, I've got this one, which was, I think it was a 1x1 with a Tier 4 leader going north.
Yeah. 540 is what you're looking for.
Oh, 540 this morning. Okay, well, that's back there quite a ways.
Yeah, it's kind of been dead this morning.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Can tell we have some snow issues here. The camera is partially obscured by some condensation, it looks like. Melting snow
At least
on the...
one of them, yeah. We do have a southbound almost to Anton there, so... In real time.
Yeah.
It's lined all the way, actually, almost in the Fond du Lac. Oh, there's your intermodal.
Yeah. I was just a little too far ahead there. There's 540. And we'll see him start rolling south. Definitely not something that we've seen go by Griffith yet.
No, not yet.
But this would be one of the intermodal trains that I would expect to take that eastbound connection toward Michigan.
I would assume.
Yeah, from the J onto the GTW. Yep.
Don't some go all the way south on the IC?
Yes.
Or yeah.
Yes, okay. There are container trains that continue south also. Yep. Oh, this guy is cruising through. He's got one of the CN 100 liters.
Yep.
And definitely a maritime shipping train. As we see the MSC containers. And I think some of those, it's kind of hard to tell, but I think there's a Maersk container and Hamburg Süd.
Yeah.
And I thought I saw some Triton containers in there as well. But definitely a maritime shipping train. So, excuse me.
Yeah, and it's all covered. The sides are covered in snow. I love that look.
Yeah, you can definitely see they've been kicking up a lot of snow along the right-of-way as they've been going down the track, because the wheels kick up the snow and then it just kind of sticks to the ends of the containers.
Mm-hmm. Charging at probably 60.
Yes.
I believe that's the speed limit up there.
Figure 12 hours from Neenah to Griffith. Sure, once you figure in a crew change and... Yeah, I totally believe
12
that.
hours? It might be. I would assume it's probably a little faster than that, but maybe it could be 12 hours, but I don't know.
Yes.
Yeah, if they don't, sit at Bond Lock for hours, I'd assume it's maybe a little less than 12, but I guess if it's a busy day, it could be.
Yeah, hello Ian and hello Brett. Good to see you guys today. We've got 36 people logged in live looking at the program right now, so thanks everyone for tuning in. And southbound container train going through Neenah, Wisconsin right now. That's what we're looking at the moment. And yeah, lots of snow. Hey, so Brett, did you make your deer tags? Did you fill up all your tags? You getting out there doing your deer hunting in the snow? So that's I know there's a lot of deer hunters up there in Wisconsin running around this time of year.
Oh yeah.
So, all right. There's a mid-train DPU. Do we have anything interesting here?
I honestly didn't even see.
A fairly clean-looking unit.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh, there it is. Okay.
All right.
Oh, we actually have a train coming off the South Bend sub currently as well. So
Oh, we do.
Yeah.
Yep, I see exactly what you're talking about. He's still a little ways out, though. All right, did you say there was something close to Neenah in real time?
It's probably like 20 minutes out, give or take, maybe 20 minutes.
Yeah. So we'll come back to that in a little bit.
Hopefully it'll make it by the end of the live show here.
Right.
Yeah, I just haven't found many trains through Neenah. Like, there's been a couple. Nothing particularly interesting.
Well, let's jump over to Stevens Point. Thank you to our private host there in Neenah for this fantastic view of the Neenah yard. Always appreciate that. And we're going to go check out even more snow up on the Stevens Point North camera. And it is a veritable winter wonderland.
Oh, that is
out here in
perfect.
Stevens Point.
Wow. We have a nice highlight at 8:19, 30 seconds. So,
8:19 and 30 seconds.
Yeah, snow-covered train.
There's 7.
That is like.
We gotta go ahead.
That is my. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, I don't think this is. This isn't exactly the one you were looking for, but this is a northbound. I saw that black NS unit. I thought it might have been a Death Star at first, but I was wrong.
They occasionally roll through here, but like almost never leaving, it seems.
Right. So yes, it is a. I mean, you can see the cars are just covered in snow. There's easily a foot of snow on the ground out here.
Yeah, that is like the perfect winter train watching conditions right there.
Yeah. So while this guy is rolling by, we are going to jump ahead to the other highlight that you gave me, which you said was at 8:20?
8:19, 30 seconds.
8:19. I think we can find that. 8:19 and 22 seconds.
That should work.
Yeah.
And I'll try and find something here at night. Well, it doesn't really seem at night because it's so bright because of the snow.
Oh, yeah, a couple of standard cab EMDs. What do we have here?
A couple of 60s covered in snow.
Yes. And now with that pair of EMDs, is this the St. Paul train coming back into Stevens Point?
That honestly could be it, yeah.
I'm
or
not
it could
100%
be something
sure. Maybe
could be something that came off the Valley sub or something, or
right.
Yeah, I'm not exactly sure, but that probably is.
So Paul, if you're on here, excuse me, you want to comment on the train symbol?
Yeah.
See, there's
Honestly,
another unwrapped load of lumber where you can see it's just getting covered in snow and saturated. That can't be good for the lumber, I wouldn't think.
Yeah, but I mean, eventually, doesn't lumber always get wet if it's outside? I mean, I don't know. I don't know how it works.
Yeah.
I'm not a lumber expert.
Well, I mean, it's lumber. It gets wet, it expands, and
yes, well, it's just like with trees. When trees get wet after a certain time, they rot away.
Yeah.
If they're dead, not if they're alive, but if they're dead.
So anyway, we have excuse me, pardon me. We have a southbound here going by Stevens Point, so that's what we're checking out here at the moment.
Yeah. And then when we're done with this one, we can go to 602 this morning.
All right.
Yeah. Well, let's see what's wrong.
Let's see here. L592, Wisconsin Rapids, with 3 reefers off the Valley sub. Well, there's our answer.
Okay.
And yes, thank you, absolutely. HO Scale is our host here in Stevens Point, so thank you very much for the wonderful view that we get. And if anyone's looking for some snowmobiling country, this is definitely the place to be this time of year. And as I'm going to go back and look through the comments a little bit, I see that... Oh, well, all right, so Brett got 2 deer. Good for you. They stand out
nice.
pretty nice against that nice thick blanket of snow. And, oh yeah, so a couple of our moderators, I believe that Twin City Railfans, which is Josiah, and someone else were out railfanning yesterday out in western Wisconsin and southeast Minnesota. So if you guys want to share any of your experiences from yesterday, go ahead and type them right into the chat there and let us know what you saw. So, as we're rolling this guy by, I have had an idea. Oh, he's slowing way down. He's going into the yard. I've had an idea for something that I feel like could make for an interesting kind of, how shall we say, premium service to Steel Highway. And I'm curious to get people's thoughts on whether they would be interested in it or not. So, if someone were here, literally just switching between cameras and going to whatever camera had the next train, I'm curious if that is something that would have value to people. Because now that Steel Highway has memberships, which is another thing that I want to talk about today, you can actually join Steel Highway with a monthly membership and financial support. So, if that were included in one of the monthly membership type of scenarios that we have available now, I'm curious if people would find that Interesting. Oh, you were out on the river on the 11th. Yeah, so it sounded like, you know, from the messages you were sending, it sounded like it was pretty interesting out there that day. So I'm glad you had a good time. So, Sam, give me your thoughts. If you had a YouTube channel that you could go to where it was literally jumping between the 30 cameras that Steel Highway has now, and just constantly switching from wherever the next train was coming, and obviously using ATCS as much as possible and the scanner radios and everything else to try to get people as much content as can.
Would it be like a robot deciding that? Like, you know,
no, it would be a person
motion?
sitting here.
Oh, like, would it just be during the day?
Right. I just run it during the day for 6-8 hours at a time, and just literally jump from spot to spot, depending on where the next train was coming.
I don't know. I'd have to think about that. I don't know. Like, if we could get like a robot to, like, you know, detect motion on all of them. Like, I don't know how hard that would be, but like that's what I was thinking. But like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe.
The problem is that if you put a robot there, it's going to be reactive, and a lot of times you're going to miss the head end of the train.
Yeah, that is true. I don't know.
So, I don't know. It's something I'm thinking about. But I am going to, while this guy is rolling by, I am going to start a poll over here. And we are going to engage with the audience with a
Okay, Roger, and good morning, Airport.
Poll. Would you consider paying for a premium service where cameras switched to see the next train? And we're going to ask the community, what are the thoughts on this? Well, sure. So, Barry, it's camera surfing, but the surfing is being done for you. And it's something that you would be able to access by going to Steel Highway and having it just jump from one camera to the next, and being able to see, okay, so we know there's another train coming here, so we switch to this camera. Then we know there's another train coming here, we switch to this camera. And jumping around like that all day. So, let's see here. Josiah, they found the CP7023 and Amtrak 7 with the 203 and a charger unit, it looks like. That's pretty successful.
Oh.
Right?
Yeah, that's not bad.
Alright, so what was the next timestamp we were going to jump back to?
6:02.
6:02. Alright, so let's go back. We're going to go back 2.5 hours. And I'm wondering if this is probably it. But it looks like he stops in front of the camera for quite a while. Let's see what we got here. Backing up a little bit further. We almost got it. Oh no, this is 6:39. All right. Well, since we're here, we're going to see this guy crawl into view.
That works.
Oh, Ian, yes. All right, sorry. Trains in Minnesota, Ian, yes. All right. Sorry, guys. I apologize for confusing you.
Oh.
Let's see here. Well, we do have a couple of standard cab EMDs. Look at that. No, not standard cab. Well,
no, that's a 75i.
Yeah.
Mile 251.6. Found. No defects. Temperature 32 F. Total axles 428.
Looks like another one of those locals. I don't know where this one would be from.
I don't know either. All right, so let's go back here. I think we have to go back a little bit further. So this is 640, and here's 602. So we've got another southbound rolling by. We had back-to-back southbounds coming into Stevens Point.
Yeah.
And what do we have for power on this one?
We got 75i, another one, and then tier 4, or not tier 4, what am I saying? City Rail, City Rail.
Yep. All right.
Yeah.
So this was 602 this morning. And while we're rolling this guy by, it looks like, yes, Dave Kroger, hello, good afternoon to you. And, yeah, Ian and Josiah, I apologize for getting you two guys mixed up. Trains in Minnesota is Ian, and TC Railfan is Josiah. And I got that mixed up. I apologize. And Michael Richmond is here. Hello, Michael. How are you doing today? So, we can't roll back far enough, but look at how much snow is on, like, this tank car that's coming up right now.
You're clearing snow up there. You want them in the junkyard or somewhere up by the building?
So
Yeah,
this could
that
be
is
516.
crazy amount.
Eric Morris, good to see you as well. I saw Adam up here earlier also.
Oh, yeah.
So, all right. I do not. So Paul just chimed in. He says this is either 516 or 564. One of the two.
Okay. Okay.
Yep, running south here. So Jeff Rossi had to leave us a little bit early, but we have another new webcam and a friendly webcam host to talk about today. So we are going to jump over to Benson, Arizona, live webcam. And this is Railfan Arizona. And this, we are going to the Benson, Arizona Visitor Center. And this is Jeff Rossi's site. He was here in the chat a little bit earlier. But Jeff runs Railfan Arizona. And this is along the UP Lordsburg sub, which former Southern Pacific property out here. And you can see we've got the mountain vista in the background. And Benson, Arizona is the location where we're at. I believe they have two webcams here, actually. So.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, I think that there's I think it would be an east and a west, maybe.
Yeah, do we want to look at both?
Yeah, we
during
can look
this?
at both.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
And yes, here's the. So this is this one is the PTZ camera, but I think it faces west naturally. And then this is the east-facing camera.
Okay.
So we literally jumped from a foot of snow in central Wisconsin down to 47 degrees and dry, arid, no snow out in Arizona.
I'm sure they occasionally get snow, but yeah.
Up in the mountains, sure.
Yeah.
So this is Arizona Railfan's newest camera, Railfan AZ, sorry. But yes, this is their newest camera at the Benson Visitor Center. So congratulations to these guys for getting a new camera up. And this is, yes, that's absolutely right, another sunset route camera, so you're gonna see Amtrak through here as well. And I am going to, I don't know how far I'm gonna have to go, but I'm gonna scroll back a little bit here and see if we can find some actual train action going by the camera.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
I know, thanks for rubbing it in, right? This is where the snowbirds go to live this time of year. This is...
Oh, yeah.
Yes. Everyone that goes down to Arizona to be able to say, oh yeah, we live in the Midwest, but not in January and February. We go down to Arizona. We give our grandkids their Christmas presents, and then we go back and live somewhere else where it's warmer.
Ooh, perfect. I was hoping we'd see one of these.
Yeah,
but you're not a true Midwest liver if you don't stuck it up through winter.
So what do we have here? Well, this is an east-facing camera, so this would be a westbound on the Sunset route. And definitely looks like we have some... We have another ocean shipping container train. I did see one of those well cars that looked like had a tank in it of some sort. But all of these Ocean Network, Express, and Hamburg Süd, Maersk, all of these, Yang Ming, that's another obvious one. That we have the Hyundai containers. We have lots and lots of international shipping going on here.
I like the Yang Ming ones. Yeah.
Yes, they are fairly colorful.
Mm-hmm.
Hapag-Lloyd, there's another. That's one that the CP actually has a Hapag-Lloyd painted unit. Tanktainers, yes, exactly. Tanktainers, that's what we call them.
That's a first. That's funny.
You can also see some of these where you've got the 40-footer on top and then two 20s stacked on the bottom.
Yeah. Some nice evergreens come through.
Mm-hmm. Those evergreen containers, we see quite a few of those in the UP here in eastern Iowa as well.
Yeah, I was going to say, you can sometimes, or actually, honestly, daily, you can see trains that kind of look like this through here as well.
Right. And then a bunch of single stacks. K-Line, ONE again.
There's the old MOL with the alligator.
Yes.
I like those too.
Yes, for sure. So yes, we are, so just so that everybody knows, Jeff Rossi, who runs Railfan AZ, also runs the Heritage Units website. And so he and I have been communicating frequently this whole year as I've been putting up more webcams, and I keep sending him messages. Here's another webcam location, and here's another webcam location, and keep sending. There's a couple of DPUs going through.
Oh yeah.
Flags largely intact, it looks like.
There's an ST70M. Nice.
Yeah. He must be getting into a grade here because this part of the train is going by much slower than the head end did.
Yeah, either a grade or, coming up to a signal or whatnot, or maybe speed restriction.
Right.
Something.
I'm not familiar enough with this territory to know exactly the geography, but the mountains in the background would lead me to believe that he's probably hitting a grade pretty hard here. So anyway, yes, Jeff Rossi also runs the Heritage Units website, which has a map of webcam locations across the entire lower 48 states. So it's a great resource if you ever want to go and check that out. And obviously they have their webcams, which I don't know if Jeff is still on here or not, but we have a, I want to say that he has about a dozen webcams going now, all located around Arizona, which is kind of his local area. So we thank Jeff for letting us highlight his webcam, and obviously we want to try to send some traffic his way as well. Pardon me. But yes, this would be a, it would be interesting to know the train symbol on this. I do not know if this is something that's a container train, because so some of these container trains are headed for Houston or places in East Texas, right? But some of these Sunset Route container trains do end up in the Midwest as well.
Yeah, because some of them, go east via Tucumcari, and then, or at least I think so. I think that's
right, and then they split off to the north at Tucumcari on the former Rock Island.
Yes, yeah. And they go through Sedalia. Well, no, they don't, because that's for westbounds. So they would go through. They would go on the river sub
going east.
Yes, yeah.
Probably another 17,000 footer. That would not surprise me.
Yeah, and then some of them like G or LC, G1 and G1 LC, they go north out of Kansas City or whatever. I think it's Kansas City via the Falls City sub. I don't know. I don't remember where it goes north, but yeah, they go on the Falls City sub north into Omaha, and then take the Boone subs and Clinton subs east.
Right.
Yeah, which I do believe goes through here. I think that's the route it takes. I might be wrong, but I think they go through here. So you will see. I do believe you see a couple trains that also go through Iowa on this cam.
Yeah, I think that is very much the case. Yes.
Yeah.
And here's the rear of our train. So he was 3x2, and he is still really struggling to get up this hill. So anyway, that's our highlight for the day from our foreign webcam or foreign YouTube channel highlight. So thank you, Jeff Rossi, for allowing us to. And here's the Railfan Arizona. He's got 12 live streams, so I did get that right. He's got 12 live streams down here going, and they're all in, Arizona and New Mexico. So that makes sense. Pardon me. All right, back over to Steel Highway now. And we'll jump back over to Griffith, because you can't really give Griffith enough attention, I don't feel like. And that's
maybe.
I mean, this is our day for Griffith, so I feel like we have to take the best advantage of it that we can.
Yes, yeah, I agree. And if what was I going to say? If we have enough time at the end, I know this isn't part of it, but there was a nice train through Calmar this morning. Actually, sure. Daylight train. Yeah.
I'm always down for a train at Calmar.
Yeah.
So here's something. Actually, this might be the counterpart of what we were just talking about, with a container train coming off the South Bend sub to get on the Madison sub.
Yes, that was a train. Yep.
And look at those CN containers that are going by.
Yeah, I like those. I randomly saw probably a couple of those CN containers on Interstate 80. Funny enough, but yeah, that was a while ago. But that was really random.
Sure. Yeah. So we've got some 40 footers, some 20 footers, all different sizes of containers that are going by here. SM line. I don't know that I've seen that before. Very colorful containers though. SM line.
Yeah, those go through there every day on that. Usually that train, I think. The SM lines.
I have not seen them. They're some of the older style of CN containers.
Oh, yep. Nice.
Yeah, the older ones have the black and green markings on them, and then these new ones are bright red.
Mm-hmm.
And then, we got some JB Hunts, some EMPs.
Oh, yeah.
Big containers stacked on top of little ones. Those, excuse me, those are 53-footers, I believe, or 50-footers stacked on top of 40-footers when you see the long ones on top of the short ones. Yes, the CN has its own trucking company as well, yes.
Mm-hmm.
ACLs, so yeah, this could very easily be the counterpart to that southbound that we saw rolling through Neenah very early this morning. And then
Possibly.
this is something I've noticed before also. They use some of these cars as spacers when they stack the longer containers on top, but they don't want them to bump into each other when they go around a curve. So you notice how only every other car is loaded. That's because of the spacing with those long 53-footers loaded on top. So that is the end of our train by Griffith, and I think our last roll by, we're going to jump over to Calmar.
Yeah, let's do that.
Yes, for 9:55 this morning.
Oh yes, you know it. Yeah.
Somebody put it in the comments, otherwise I wouldn't have known.
Oh, okay.
And we have snow in Calmar this morning. Man.
Yeah, they actually
we
have plenty
really
of
could
snow.
be the National Weather Service's best friend here. So here is our westbound empty ethanol train rolling through downtown Calmar, Iowa. We have a cigar band BNSF leader. Well, we got all kinds of fun stuff here. Look at this.
Yeah, all the BNSF paint schemes almost.
Yeah. And then 2 buffer cars on the head end. So one of those buffer cars is probably, well, either they doubled up 2 ethanol trains, or one of those buffer cars belongs on the rear when they have a DPU.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
Yeah. So
I believe somebody said this is going to Charles City, I think.
Oh, I believe that.
Yeah.
So we have pardon me, westbound on the CP here, empty ethanol train going through Calmar, and we are going to wrap it up with the normal call to action. Go check out steel-highway.com and make sure and order the magazine if you haven't already. It is time to renew your subscription for next year. Make sure and get your copy. There's going to be another issue coming out in February. So please make sure and go to the steel-highway.com website. It's right at the top of the screen on every webcam that we have. And order the magazine and enjoy the quarterly photography efforts of many, many wonderful photographers that are submitting material to the Steel Highway and helping to support the webcams. We have, I'm not going to start making announcements yet, but I have some really big plans for next year that I'm hoping we'll be able to execute, and a big part of that is definitely being able to have magazine subscription money to put towards some of these webcam projects. So, thank you everyone for tuning in today. And gosh, this really does feel like a doubled up ethanol train. I'm not gonna lie. This is a big one. I'm not gonna go back and get the information off the defect detector, but here's the rear of it coming up right now.
I think it's just a normal ethanol train. I might be wrong, but
all right.
And this is a K37. So yeah.
Sure. All right, well, thank you everyone for tuning in. Thank you, Sam, for co-hosting with me today. Always appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem.
And we are going to log off for the day. So everyone, enjoy your weekend. We will be back on Monday and Wednesday of next week.